we just did a thing on the military PT. And as is usually the case, when particular facts are in question, I fuck stuff up. I try to to remain generally headed in the direction of a correct diagram, but oftentimes I am wrong. What I'd like to know is what is being done for PT right now. What do the tests for that ability consist of in as many of the services as you are familiar with, and what you think we ought to be doing as opposed to what we're doing now. And I don't want you to get court-martialed for talking to me about this, but and I don't know how sensitive everybody is over there.
No, yeah, we're good.
But let's discuss that, and let's get the kind of the facts on the table here, and let's see what's going on.
So what they've done recently, DOD, since the previous secretary put women in all ground combat MOSs, is they've developed tests that says, hey, way before boot camp, but when this person first walks in to a recruiter's office, we need to assess their physical ability of what they can do, right? And so I believe the Marine Corps call it the IST, Individual Skills Test, or some strength test.
This is when they first show up.
When they first come up, as they're signing the contract.
We want to
get
know
them to sign, but then figure this stuff out.
We want to know what we're working with here.
Right.
All right.
And so then they took all the MOSs and they added strength requirements to them. So like in the artillery community, you have to be able to pick up and press I use loosely, get to overhead 115-pound barbell 3 times.
Okay.
So if you get assigned MOS 0811, Cannoneer, you go to Fort Sill, you have that time that you're in Fort Sill, this is after boot camp, to do that. If you don't do it, you get redesignated.
Right.
So the problem is this. All the kids from Nebraska, they end up being able to be artillery. Right. But they have all these other Marines that show up, and they just don't have the strength because they've never strength trained.
People from California and New York,
exactly.
For
example. Yeah. Right. And now those people, they don't do anything to get them stronger. Now, at certain schoolhouses, I had another captain. But
so you're responsible for this yourself.
Yes, you as the individual need to.
Here's the requirement.
You want to do this job? Yeah, figure it out. Exactly. Okay. So that is the problem, and you've spoken about this in terms of it should be initiated into boot camp. It's just tough. I mean, they're trying to make changes. Now they have an MOS where you're a fitness instructor, right? But I mean, we know most people don't know how to teach this, right?
No.
But so when I get Marines in, hey, 2 days a week, make them strength train, make them do it mostly right, make them do it mostly right and still do all the other stuff.
Right.
And the results are still way better.
Yeah.
They've changed some other things. You have to do more pull-ups now in the Marine Corps. Used to be able to do 20, now you have to do 23. So maybe they want you to be stronger. That's why it went up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or lighter.
Yeah, or lighter.
Which is
a thing
a
too.
bad decision.
Yeah.
All right. What do you know about organized PT in the Marine Corps? Is that, as I understand it, that is a company commander level decision. It's not an institutional thing from the Joint Chiefs of Staff down.
It is. I'm a captain. I'm a company grade officer. It's at this level and below who decides what Marines do when they wake up every day for PT.
Right.
Now, as an institution, because of our physical fitness tests being a 3-mile run, crunches and chin-ups, that running is just like a part of the culture. But it's going away. So you see a bunch of different stuff. I mean, in mine, everyone's lifting weights, right? But you'll see a lot of that CrossFit flavor to something. It kind of depends what those people are into. But as a general rule, Marines are running. They're running and doing calisthenics.
And are they running because the company commander likes to run?
They're running a lot of times because it's just easy, right?
Sure.
So I'm a sergeant.
There's no skill involved.
I'm a sergeant. I got 9 Marines, and the lieutenant says, PT the Marines tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'm going to come with you, but you plan it out. And the guy just wakes up and ties his shoes, and they take off
Right, he
running.
doesn't have to teach you anything
Right.
if running is the PT.
Right.
Right.
But once they do it, once they lift, everything changes. I mean, so I did, and with our platoon is we had a big whiteboard up and every Marine's name on there, and they didn't know how much better they were getting from strength training, but they just wanted to come in and move themselves up on the whiteboard, right, and show that they got stronger. And so I'd teach the sergeants, and the sergeants would go and teach the Marines. But yeah, no, it's not like the Joint Chiefs of Staff are saying you must wake up and run.
Right. And as I understand it, all the branches of the services are basically the same boat. The Air Force, the Navy, the Army, the Coast Guard, at the top level does not mandate a PT program. But
the test that's required mandates it to an extent.
Yes.
Right.
They've designed the test to produce an outcome from the PT.
Right. Like the combat fitness test. So in the Marine Corps, there's 2 tests. You have a physical fitness test, 3-mile run, crunches, and chin-ups, and you have the combat fitness test. That's a good test. It could be better, but it's a decent test. You start with an 880-meter run in utilities. All right, so about 2.5-minute run. But you can, I squat 3 times a week. I never run except when I'm getting ready for my physical fitness test. But for that one, I'll go out and I'll max it out, get a perfect score. Then it's ammo can lifts. So you get a full ammo can, about 30 pounds or something, 110 repetitions overhead. If they would make that can 60 pounds even.
Well, you just snatch it overhead, basically. Is that
no, you have to bring it down, and then everyone push presses it. They just push press it and lock it out. 110.
Right.
Then there's a little course. You start out in a low crawl. You go through a little zigzag. You get up and sprint. There's a casualty there, a Marine that you drag. You then pick them up, run back, pick up ammo cans, run down, throw a grenade, do 3 push-ups, and sprint back with your ammo cans. It's just like a little gut check, and it takes 2 minutes if you get a perfect score.
Right.
That's a good test if the ammo can presses were heavy, in my opinion.
Right.